Hello, everyone, and welcome to my spiritual sanctuary. My name is Sandra, and I want to welcome you to the new earth. I haven't been doing my channel for about 3 months. Little did I know that I was going to come back as things are beginning to unfold into a new world. So I'm excited to get back on the channel and start doing the work that the divine has initiated in me to bring forth to help everyone. As you know, today is Friday and it's May 1st, so I want to welcome everybody to May Day and have a wonderful May ahead of us as we are transitioning into life as we know it, from the new normal, as they call it, right? The new earth. So today, normally I would talk about Feng Shui, okay? But I've been doing some deep contemplation over the last 30 days as we've all been in this lockdown, and I have decided that the book I wrote in 2013 called Unlocking the Grief Code, Using Mind, Body, and Spirit Healing Solutions, Healing from the Soul, is now coming to the forefront of my work. Little did I realize when I wrote that book in 2013, and it was published by Balboa Press, that it would be needed at a time like this. However, I did have a couple decisions to make when I was writing that book. Was I going to write it from a 5D level, or was I going to write it from a 3D level? You know, how was I going to position myself in the field of grief? And I had a discussion with a coach I was working with at the time, and I decided that the divine had instructed me to write the book in a layman's terms and to base it off a 3D world with a lead-in to the fifth dimension, which is the world of manifestation, the world of creation, the world of God, divine, angels, ascended masters, all of those things that are unseen that give us the faith that we need during a time like this. So no accidents. I was guided to write that book, and now I want to bring it forward, and I am offering it free right now. There's a free ebook, getting my my website all hooked up so that you can opt in to my email list, and then you'll be provided a link that you can download the ebook, and I'm working on that right now. However, if you wanted to get a copy of that, I'm offering it for free. It's normally, I think it's $13.99 on Balboa Press and also on Amazon.com. But the ebook is free. I'm offering that free now to anyone who wants to read it because I feel it's going to help you tremendously. So then I wanted to talk and really focus in on this thing called grief, since I feel like I'm an expert at it. And if you read my book, you'll hear the qualifications of why. I've had formal training in grief coaching, and I'm a life coach, as you know. I do a lot of esoteric processes, shamanic processes as well. I'm involved in all of the healing arts. And have been doing that for 25 years. So I come from a place of working with master teachers that have given me guidance, and spiritual teachers that have helped me to heal from grief. And also I've walked it myself. I was widowed at 21. My husband died in a car accident, a one-car accident, and I was left with our two babies to raise. Well, no. My youngest was 15 months and the older one was 2.5. They're 15 months apart. That was my first introduction and initiation into transformation. There was no protocol at that time of what a 21-year-old woman with 2 young toddlers, how she would pick up and move on, and there was nobody around to help me. Nobody had been in my circle of family and friends had been widowed at 21. So I began on a search of healing and discovery, and so that's in my book. So if you're experiencing grief from a death or loss, please go ahead and get that, or send me an email right now before. I don't know if my website's up. It's up on my website yet. If you go in and put your name and email in on my mailing list, then you'll be directed, and I will get the email and I'll send you a copy. Okay? So I'm not going to talk about Feng Shui today. I'm going to talk a little bit about the 3 components that are in my book to healing, and they are forgiveness, acceptance, and surrender. So in addition to my book, there's another book that's very special to me, and it's called The Course in Miracles. I talk about it in my book on how it helped me heal. I started studying The Course in Miracles in 2008, and it has been a lifelong study for me, and it has helped me tremendously. It is a book about forgiveness, and today's lesson, 122, is just perfect for what my book is all about and the subject of forgiveness. So that's what I'm going to start with, forgiveness. And then our next session, which next time we meet, next time I'm going to be doing more videos, I will be talking about acceptance and surrender to help you get through this very difficult time if you're experiencing difficulty or loss in your life. So let me read the forgiveness lesson today. And here we go. Lesson 122. Forgiveness offers everything I want. What could you want forgiveness cannot give? Do you want peace? Forgiveness offers it. Do you want happiness, a quiet mind, a certainty of purpose, and a sense of worth and beauty that transcends the world? Do you want care and safety and the warmth of sure protection always? Do you want a quietness that cannot be disturbed, a gentleness that never can be hurt, a deep abiding comfort, and a rest so perfect it can never be upset? All this forgiveness offers you and more. It sparkles on your eyes as you awake, and it gives you joy with which to meet the day. It soothes your forehead while you sleep and rests upon your eyelids so you see no dreams of fear and evil, malice, and attack. And when you wake again, it offers you another day of happiness and peace. All this forgiveness offers you and more. Forgiveness lets the veil be lifted up that hides the face of Christ from those who look with unforgiving eyes upon the world. It lets you recognize the Son of God and clears your memory of all dead thoughts so that remembrance of your Father can arise across the threshold of your mind. What would you want forgiveness cannot give? What gifts but these are worthy to be sought? What fancied value, trivial effect, or transient promise never to be kept can hold more hope than what forgiveness brings? Why would you seek an answer other than the answer that will answer everything? Here is the perfect answer, given to imperfect questions, meaningless requests, half-hearted willingness to hear, and less than halfway diligence and partial trust. Here is the answer. Seek for it no more. You will not find another one instead. God's plan for your salvation cannot change, nor can it fail. Be thankful it remains exactly as He has planned it. Changelessly, it stands before you like an open door with warmth, welcome, calling from beyond the doorway, bidding you to enter in and make yourself at home where you belong. Here is the answer. Would you stand outside while all of heaven waits for you within? Forgive and be forgiven. As you give, you will receive, and there is no plan but this for the salvation of the Son of God. Let us today rejoice that this is so far, for here we have an answer clear and plain, beyond deceit in its simplicity. All the complexities the world has spun of fragile cobwebs disappear before the power and the majesty of this extremely simple statement of truth. Here is the answer. Do not turn away in aimless wandering again. Accept salvation now. It is the gift of God and not the world. The world can give no gifts of any value to a mind that has received what God has given as its own. God wills salvation be received today, and that the intricacies of your dreams no longer hide their nothingness from you. Open your eyes today and look upon a happy world of safety and peace. Forgiveness is the means by which it comes to take the place of hell. In quietness it rises up to greet you, your open eyes, and fill your heart with deep tranquility as ancient truths forever newly born arise in your awareness. What you will remember then can never be described, yet your forgiveness offers it to you. Remembering the gifts forgiveness gives, we undertake our practicing today with hope and faith that this will be the day salvation will be ours. Earnestly and gladly we will seek for it today, where we will hold the key within our hands, accepting heaven's answer to the hell we made. But where would we remain no more? Morning and evening do we gladly give a quarter of an hour to the search in which the end of hell is guaranteed. Begin in hopefulness, for we have reached the turning point at which the road becomes far easier. And now the way is short, that yet we travel. We are close indeed to the appointed ending of the dream. Sink into happiness as you begin these practice periods, for they hold out the sure rewards of questions answered and what your acceptance of the answer brings. Today it will be given you to feel the peace forgiveness offers and the joy the lifting of the veil holds out to you. Before the light you will receive today, the world will fade until it disappears, and you will see another world arise you have no words to picture. Now we walk directly into light, and we receive the gifts that have been held in store for us since time began, kept waiting for you today. Forgiveness offers everything you want. Today, all things that you want are given to you. Let not your gifts recede throughout the day as you return again to meet a world of shifting change and bleak appearances. Retain your gifts in clear awareness as you see the changeless in the heart of change, the light of truth behind appearances. Be tempted not to let your gifts slip by and drift into forgetfulness, but hold them firmly in your mind by your attempts to think of them at least a minute as each quarter of an hour passes by. Remind yourself how precious are those gifts with this reminder, which has power to hold your gifts in your awareness throughout the day. So this is the three different sentences that you'll say to yourself today, and if you can do it each minute on each quarter hour, it just set your phone so that it goes off, or if you remember, just during the day, say these 3 sentences to yourself. Forgiveness offers everything I want. Today I have accepted this as true, and today I have received the gifts of God. Once again, forgiveness offers everything I want. Today I have accepted this as true, and today I have received the gifts of God. So that's the Course in Miracles, and that's the lesson 122, if you want to look it up. So the Course in Miracles, I have a few other videos, if you go on my channel at the beginning, that I talk about A Course in Miracles. Again, here's the book if you wanted to get it, but there's plenty of these online. So you can go to AC, is it AC? Let me look it up for you. I always forget what it is. Yeah. Let me get back here. Yeah, it's the acim.org. If you go Google that, and it's the daily lesson. Now, each lesson there's a different lesson every single day. And so if you read the lesson in the morning, and the idea is that you practice the lesson for that entire day. It starts at lesson 1 on January 1st, and it goes all the way up to the end of the year. It doesn't matter where you jump in to the Course in Miracles. You can jump in anywhere. However, getting started at any point in time is exactly where you need to be. So not to worry. It is a little bit, as you can tell, it's hard to absorb. So it's not a book that you just read through, but just take it in, and eventually it'll start to sink into your consciousness, and then you'll start to live the truths of the Course and bring miracles into your life at this particular time. So I'm going to be doing the channel full-time now. I have gone through some major changes myself, and I dropped a contract right before we have the shelter in place, and so I've been reinventing my business here and my website, My Spiritual Sanctuary. I'm going to start offering my Feng Shui consultations combined with my astrology readings like I did before, Unique Feng Shui, the 4-part program that's all going to be coming out on Monday, and for a reduced rate so everybody can jump in. And I know money is tight for a lot of people right now. However, a lot of people are stuck in their homes, and Feng Shui is very important right now because we're redesigning our home to match our lives. So let's do it in a great energy flow way. And then I'm going to start a program on home office Feng Shui. I did, let's see, last July, one of my videos, if you go back on my channel, I did Feng Shui for a home office, but I just briefly went over some of the things to set up a home office. Next week, I'm going to do a more in-depth look at setting up a home office and having your children at home, setting up spaces for them that are energy efficient for them and great energy flow based on their birth information. And it's quite profound once you start using the tools and principles of Feng Shui design. And just a plethora of information that I'm going to be bringing to you starting on Monday. So watch the channel for that, okay? So I'm glad to be back with all of you again, and I'm looking forward to bringing you more healing information. That's what My Spiritual Sanctuary is all about. It's having all the resources and tools that you need for rest, rejuvenation of mind, body, and spirit, and helping you to be a better you, okay? So thank you for joining me today. It's a pleasure and a joy to be back, and go to my website, sign up for my free book. My website is www.myspiritualsanctuary.com. Put your name and email, and the email list, I'll be notified, and I will send you a link. Even if the ebook link isn't up there yet, I'll send it manually for you. Or you can go ahead and email me at myspiritualsanctuaryinfo@gmail.com. And all the information below for the Feng Shui, Unique Feng Shui 4-part program will be there, and if you want to sign up for that, I've got some really good prices now for everybody through the month of May to get everybody back on track with their homes, okay? Or businesses. Businesses in the homes is what we're doing these days. So Feng Shui is a perfect time to have that done so that you can have an efficient use of the space, the energy flows, and therefore you bring more abundance and love into your life, okay? So good to see you again. Thank you for joining me. If this is your first time, welcome, welcome. I'm so glad to have you. And if you're coming back from second or third or fourth time, thank you for coming back. And I will look forward to seeing you next week. All right. Have a wonderful weekend, my friends. Bye-bye.